You are watching a new series from Tactical Enlightenment, Companions in Blood, in which we get you closer to the action and join the elite companions from my campaign in small but fierce battles across a variety of scenarios. Now, can an army of 40 take on 500? Can that same army actually perform tactics in Bannerlord? Watch and see. Alright friends, welcome back again to another episode of Tactical Enlightenment. This YouTube channel is dedicated to showing you Bannerlord battles and then giving you advanced tactics necessary to win your own battles in Bannerlord. And I was going to say we're dedicated to showing you huge battles, but we continue on with our small series of companions. This companion army of 40 guys is pretty stacked. Like this, almost all of these companions are level 30 and above, and several of them are level 40. This gal here just got level 40, even though she's 25 years old. As you can see, she's also cranking out future murderers, and her husband is a badass as well, although his weapon or his armor loadout there reminds me that I want to change his armor here. So we are actually going to attempt a siege here. We are going to try to siege a defended city with our 40 men, right? Seems insane, and maybe it is. We're going to give this guy some better armor here, but we're going to give this a shot here. They have 394 defenders. I have no experience really doing this. You know, I've never sieged with an army of under like 200 or 300. I don't recommend you try this unless you have a stacked army, but we do have a stacked army, so we're going to give this a go here. Now, notice how slow my siege camp here is building, right? We've tried to do this before. We were actually attacked when we tried to siege, and so I went to a different location here that had a few more defenders. The last time, the garrison actually sallied out against us, and we had to butcher them in the open field. So look at her troops here. She's got a decent army. I would say this is like an average army you'll see in Bannerlord. She's got a handful of high-level troops. The garrison has a handful of high-level troops, but also quite a few ghetto troops as well. I would say this difficulty, and these are purely objective, of course, I would say this is a 5 out of 10 difficulty, you know, even though we're outnumbered 10 to 1. So our companions are fully healthy here. We've had some time to rest, and we're going to give this a go here. Now, strategically, I don't have, you know, any brilliant master plan for a siege here, right? We're not gonna be able to do a lot of dynamic tactics. Basically, we're going to be trying to get a puncture point to the keep. That'll be one of the most critical points. We're going to try to spread out our troops on the way in, and I'm probably going to reduce the amount of divisions I have here. See, so it has me designating all 8 divisions. We've got 2 different ladder spots here. Both of them are shitty locations, like you're highly vulnerable climbing these ladders, but I think we'll try this right one here. We're going to condense a few of these groups. I don't need 8 divisions for this. I think 3 will suffice. Let's see, we'll do the 1st, 2nd, no, we'll do the 4th, 6th, and 4th for divisions. So the 4th can be archers, the 6th skirmishers / javelin throwers, and our 1st will be the guys charging the walls. Yeah, I don't have very many archers, but all of these units have ranged weapons. It's not like this army has actually 5 archers. We basically have 20 archers and 20 elite javelin throwers. You shouldn't mistake the fact that I'm saying, you know, we have 20 infantry. All of those guys either have nasty bow skills or high-end javelin skills. So if you've never done this before, of course, you're just rushing up to the keep as fast as possible. We're going to try to get these ladders on this wall and try to get up there before the enemy has a huge amount of defenders. So I'm going to call these units to follow me, and we're going to sort of race up these ladder wells. Now, what I want them to do is pelt the enemy with ammunition from the ground level, those that aren't charging, and then a handful of us are going to try to make a puncture point up here. Once we do make a puncture point, or at least that's the plan, you see these fucks are trying to push the ladders away. They actually succeeded with that ladder, but I'm up. Once we do get up here, we're going to try to consolidate our troops to a location. In other words, I'm going to have them follow me to a safer location. This dipshit's trying to push the ladder away. He catches a javelin. So the right here looks a little less defended. I'm basically going to try to push my way in here, try not to get killed by the defenders, and make a puncture and kick a few of these guys off this wall, get off, and we're going to try to effectively hold a small portion of the walls here, because if we can defensively set up a little bit of a consolidated army up here, then we can start to use it strategically. Right now, I just want as many companions as possible getting up those ladder wells and getting out of line of sight of all these archers. They've got a ton of archers down in the courtyard, and we got to get out of those guys' range. Man, I'm throwing javelins, I swear, right through people in this episode. So we're going to cut a path through here. We're going to push all these archers and infantry out of our way. I'm getting my ass kicked early in this episode. I couldn't jump off the edge there. This keep's got some difficult path finding. But we're carving a path now. Now we're starting to butcher some archers here. And I have these troops on follow me, so they should be consolidating over on the right side here. You can see the huge amount of troops they have down there in the courtyard. These archers foolishly are coming up here to try to gain a shooting spot on us, and what they're going to get is they're going to get their body parts ripped apart. It's just Decimation City. They're basically charging an elite berserker. Not advisable for your lightly armored archer. He got stomped by one of my companions. All right, so they're over there holding shield wall, but I don't really want them doing that. I want them gathering over here in this little protected area. You can see we're out of line of sight from their archers, and then from here we will try to come up with a coherent strategy as to how we're going to rush that courtyard force. It helps that they're kind of trickling up at us here, like 3 at a time. That's a very inopportune strategy by them, but usually you can rely upon the AI to do some stupid-ass shit in a game. Like if this is a chess match, yeah, see, I can't jump down from there. Usually you can jump down. If this is a chess match, you'd basically be waiting for them to make a dumb move before you got them checkmate here. Okay, so I still have companions coming up these ladders. We're going to try to fight our way through this force here so that they can get off the ladders and join our forces here. It looks like we've got about 8 or 9 guys that are already down. But if we can get 20, 25 guys up tier and all these units combined together with their fighting power, just like Leonidas and the Spartans. I know this is not the 300 series, but just like any elite army, if you can get them all together, they're much harder to take down. Right? Divided we fall here. You can see we're butchering them on this wall here, and the reason for that is simple. They can't bring their larger numbers to bear on us, right? They're fighting like 3 on 3 against us instead of 30 on 10. We'll let my companion do a little work there. I'll soften up some of the enemies coming our way with some javelins here. In sieges... That must have been a particularly powerful shot. That dude just landed in front of me. I love the graphical bugs like that. Every once in a while you'll hit a guy with a javelin, or he'll get hit with something and go flying through the air. Some people might consider that a bug. I consider that a feature. I think it's fucking hilarious. And we are here to be entertained by this game. I see you fucking doing your little sidestep there, motherfucker. I anticipate, I kill. We play for fun, and if you're not having fun with some goofy physics once in a while, then you need to lighten up, right? Have a beer, have a good time. This is just a game, folks. All right, so we're pushing our way in here a little bit, but I'm not sure this is the route we want to take, right? If you notice, they got a huge amount of troops defending that little hold there. I think it makes more sense for us to go around and choose a more opportune location. These little archers here are sort of prickling us. We'll return the favor here at range with some javelins. And I think we'll make our way down there to get hand-to-hand with these guys. In a battle like this, I focus a lot on the death spam, of course. I only have 40 people in our whole army. So every time there's a red, I know we're down, one more. Down to 22, down to 21. I almost never open up the tab during battles because I want a little bit of drama. I want a little bit of the unknown in my battle, right? I don't want to know for sure that we're winning or losing. Here we go. I got a big old javelin. I want these javelins here. That'll help. I want a little bit of drama when I fight, and as you, the viewer, I want you to enjoy that fact as well. You're just never going to be sure whether or not we win these or not. Oh shit, we're killing our own guys. There goes one of our guys, right? When we run these series, just like our campaign, just like the 300 series, we will fail at some of these attempts, right? We're trying kind of audacious, unbelievably difficult challenges with this group, and sometimes it's not going to work. I'm feeling pretty good about this, though. I've got a nice group of guys following me. For some reason, the courtyard here is empty except for these fucking 6 dipshits. And these guys, it looks like they're all militia. So these guys will vaporize under the wilting firepower of my axe. And we move on. You're dead! My guy's so rude. I mean, the guys are already dying, and then he fucking... You're dead! What a rude asshole. Alright. So we're picking up some more javelins here. Now, with our javelin skill, basically every javelin you pick up is somebody dying. I mean, unless you hit your own troops. Let's open the gates here in case any of my troops are on the outside here. We'll position our troops 6, 8, 8. I've got 12 guys left. I'm hoping the enemy doesn't have very many because we're down to... And look how many javelins are sticking out of their shields. Well, there goes their lord. Took a headshot for 800. That's definitely not going to improve the morale of the defenders here. I've got 1 or 2 brave companions. That guy falling down the stairs looked hilarious. He did like a header. I got to be careful not to get killed here at the end of this fucking battle. In fact, I got to play a little more defensive here as I just looked down and realized I have a sliver. But we're still going to get in here when we can. When the enemy's one-on-one, we're still going to do some damage here. This little tough militia guy, have a kick in the face, buddy. All right. So their forces seem divided. I see some of their guys on the wall. I see some of their guys on the wall on the other side there. No running, dude. Catch a javelin. And then they got this clump of guys here. I'm not sure what their defensive strategy here is. It's pretty poor. So we're going to consolidate our troops again. I can see they've got a bunch of guys on the far side there. I've got these rocks I can throw, but I don't really have a real opportune moment to use them yet. You can see why I'm picking up the javelins, right? It's just mass destruction. People that like their bow, that's fine. But when guys are holding up shields, man, you can shoot at their feet, but it's much easier just to throw a javelin right through their abdomen. All right, 18 guys heading over there. I've got this small tranche here. This is really just a wrap-up. These little divided forces here have no chance withstanding against our elite troops. They've got a few elite troops here, and we'll prioritize killing those. Look at, they're starting to rout. I told these guys to follow me. I don't know, we got some disobedient fucking companions here. We'll have to cut their rations. Shit, I am down to the felt here, down to a sliver. Still, we soldier on here. I do have the RTS mod working again, so it should allow me to just pick up onto another character here. But I think that's it. I mean, they got 9 there. There's 8. Okay, so there's some more guys here bearing down on us, but we've pretty much got this. It's a little tight. I'm very injured. In fact, I'm going to do a little shield work here and just play defensive. These guys are just standing there. All right, so we'll bring some companions down. I don't need to get ganged up on by the last 10 guys. Once our companions engage, then we can join the battle and finish off this keep defense. So we got a city now in this little challenge. Of course, this is just for fun, this little side shoot. I'm not actually going to play the whole campaign with just companions. It doesn't seem real practical because they take a long time to heal after battles, and of course, you're very limited tactically what you can do. There's only so much you can do with 40 guys. And obviously, this is a very large companion army. Most people typically have 8, 10, 12 companions in a campaign. Not sure why the battle hasn't ended yet. It's maybe there's like one guy retreating, routing from the keep, but this keep defense is over. Uh-oh, that means they retreated to the keep. All right, well, we've got 8 guys left to try that. We're going to give this, well, not just give it a shot. We should be able to smash the defenders. I want to send troops. It's not letting me. This is interesting. I don't have enough health to join them, and I don't think we can actually do this. I think we're gonna. It's kind of a buggy situation here. We should be able to win, but I think I have to abandon the siege here. So we're just gonna make believe that we took this city. Yeah, it's just not letting me. So we're just kind of stuck here. It's kind of a poor game dynamic. You know, our 7 injured guys should be able to enter the keep. It's not like there's some sign at the door that says only 8 or more may enter. Not sure what this is all about. My dipshit nobles, of course, they constantly want peace. Don't they understand that I'm a warmonger? I had these fucking pacifists executed for their weakness. All right, so our army's banged up. We're just going to actually quickly siege this. This will give me 30 seconds to basically tell you a little bit more about the campaign in case you're interested in the campaign, where this all came from, and officially sort of wrap this up. Of course, we're now back to 40 troops in our army, but almost our whole army is injured. That said, you know, I should be able to auto-resolve. What do they have? 8 in the defense and 6 militia. It's not really a real defense here. Now, they could attack us with forces from the outside. That's what happened in the previous episode. That's going to probably happen a lot, right? Because the enemy sees this as a tasty morsel to attack. So we're getting our health back up here, but basically this is a side shoot from our 70-plus year campaign. If you note the date, oh my God, this wife of mine. Unbelievable. This superstar wife here. I know this is just a digital pixel. I can only get so proud of being a digital papa, but I think that's 9 or 10 kids. I mean, she is just an absolute Pez dispenser. Pez dispenser. If you don't know what that is, I just dated myself. That's a little device that cranks out candy from like the 90s. Anyways, this campaign is like 70 years old, so a lot of these companions are grandsons and uncles and cousins of the original character. He's long dead. He's the smith. Unfortunately, people ask me for smithing recipes all the time, and I have no idea, folks. I'm now officially an amateur smith, and what I mean by that is I barely even remember the process. I remember smelting shit and making a bunch of random swords and selling them and making money and stuff like that, but we don't smith anymore. We're not going to be doing that too much anymore. The bottom line, though, is that we have this elite army with a bunch of custom troops here. High-level companions here that are the result of a huge amount of battles, right? We declared war on everybody a little while ago. I'm not going to recruit any troops here. We're just going to try to defend this with this small amount of units here. It looks like we have militia for some reason, but we'll give it a go here. We'll do some defense, and there'll be some more episodes here on Tactical Enlightenment with this little band of companions, right? This high-level band of companions. You can see I'm gaining medicine skill, and it'll be fun. We'll try some different things. So let me know what you think of this series. These are probably going to be short and sweet, but let me know. Please hit the like, subscribe button, all that stuff, fellas, and I will see you guys next time.